most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackeray.
All right, we are cruising toward another weekend. We're not there yet, but it is going to be rather frigid here today through Saturday, and then we start to get a turnaround here on Sunday. Not a big turnaround, mind you, but a turnaround, and we'll talk about it as we check out Mifflintown here and some snowy scenes. Hard to see in the dark, but it's there, and it's not going anywhere here over the coming days. This morning may be one of the coldest mornings yet in terms of wind chill because there is a bit of a breeze. Lititz is at 7, but it feels like 4 below. The Lancaster Airport is at 8, feels like 2 below there. Capital City Airport, 11, feeling like 1 below there. And we have clear skies, a little bit of a light breeze, a snowpack, all the ingredients you want to manufacture some really Arctic air. And that's what we have again here this morning as we continue to deal with this chill. 9 in Harrisburg and York, 7 officially in Lancaster, 12 in Lebanon, Chambersburg at 10. More of us, I think, in the single digits this morning. We can see the winds here. Again, not quiet. 5 to 10 to close to 15 miles an hour. You factor that in and you get the chill. It feels like 7 below right now in Harrisburg. Just about everywhere has a wind chill. 6 below in Hagerstown, 4 below in Lebanon. Allentown feels like 6 below. So it really does look like a frozen tundra here as we check out Willow Hill and the fields. Temperatures today will again peak up near 20, but likely staying just shy of it in the upper teens. So another day where you need the heavy winter gear. Yesterday, very similar to what I think today will be. The low was 4, the high was only 18 degrees. And keep in mind, our normal highs are going up now. We're moving into February. We're actually getting out of the coldest time of winter. And so before long, the normal high is going to be 40 degrees, and we're stuck in the teens. So this is significantly below average weather, even though it is wintertime. Breezy and frigid today as high pressure nudges itself in here, not only from the Great Lakes, but the upper Midwest. We're going to have fairly quiet weather. And it's thanks to this high and this Arctic air. This is the reason why the weekend storm no longer looks to be in play locally. It's going to sort of help to steer it out to sea. In the meantime, we've got a similar day here to yesterday. Sunny start, clouds building in this afternoon perhaps. Tonight we clear out. Now tomorrow I think is going to be mostly sunny. The clouds sort of form to our north and west. I think we have sort of a protection here in the valley, and it's going to be a pretty nice Friday. Saturday, partly cloudy. And remember, there is a storm brewing off to the south and east, but that is where it will stay here for the weekend. We'll take a look at it coming up. Temperature-wise today, this takes us into the low 20s. I think it's a little too warm given the snowpack, but we'll see. Either way, 18, 19, 20 degrees. It's not going to be too warm. Now tonight, this takes us, and a lot of the model guidance takes us to one of our coldest nights yet. It actually dips some air temperatures into the sub-zero range. I think this may be a little too bullish, but we'll say around 0 degrees tonight and likely again on Saturday morning. Temperatures then in the teens both Friday and Saturday. So a little bit of a breeze is not going to help the situation here, especially today. Winds at about 15 miles an hour, staying a little bit breezy again overnight and tomorrow afternoon. More of a breeze adding to that chill. So the real feel numbers are below 0 this morning. We've showed you them, likely staying in the single digits. Tomorrow morning, again, feeling like 10 below at times, and why not, just for good measure, keep them there as we move into Saturday morning, 10 to 20 below 0. That's going to be the real feel here to start the weekend. May just want to stay in bed a couple of extra hours on Saturday. The 5-day morning lows do improve early next week. We're going to be out of the single digits, back up into the teens Monday and Tuesday, but the average low is 22. We are going to stay below average as we move into February. So the storm, as we mentioned, we're going to get this Arctic air again to kind of set up shop, and what that's going to do is help to kind of steer this storm away. Coastal areas could still get some snow, but not interior areas like central Pennsylvania. Look at this storm. I mean, I've been talking about it since Monday. It is a big one, but it is not going to be a big one for us. It sits offshore. It moves into New England next week. The pattern does continue to look stormy into next week, but most of them stay to our south and east, and we avoid any big storm threat, at least for now, in the next 7 days. 18 degrees, partly cloudy here this afternoon, tonight down to 0. Frigid with a little bit of a wind chill below 0 tomorrow morning because it will stay breezy the next couple of days. Saturday, the one last day of real cold weather at 17, and then we start to moderate a bit. Now, we're still going to be below freezing alley into next week, but temperatures do get close to 30 after Groundhog Day there on Monday. I think if Phil's smart, he's probably going to predict 6 more weeks of winter because it looks, the pattern looks a little stormy. Whether or not we get any, we'll see. And it also just continues to look cold.
You know, if Phil's smart, and we know he is,
Yeah.
he shouldn't come out at all this
Yeah,
year.
you're right. He should just stay in.
I
That's
mean,
where
can
we'd
you
all like to be.
imagine how
Yeah.
cold it's going to be?
Very cold.
In Gobbler's Knob.
Yes, very cold, very cold. They're going to have to do a lot to keep warm this year.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you know what they do to keep warm.
I do.
You've been there.
I've been there. Yeah, it is a big party, and that's Monday already. So
That is so hard to believe.
Yep, we'll be turning the corner on half of winter and moving into the second half. We'll see what it holds. But at least for now, the first part of February still looks below normal, so keep those winter coats handy.
Ugh. Thank you, Brett.
Yep.
We'll be right back.